Alright YouTube family, it's Chris Jones is back, and today's video is episode number 2 of Twitter Feed. Twitter Feed is back. It's been a while since I've seen anything on Twitter that what I think is actually said on Twitter and it goes viral. Now, Twitter Feed, if you don't know from the first episode, is just when I scroll through Twitter, see comments, tweets, quote tweets, whatever that you the people see or you the people say on Twitter that comes through my feed, because a lot of my Twitter feed is a lot of gaming, a lot of sports, a lot of Warzone, things like that. And if one of you guys say something that I've been thinking and it really resonates and it relates to me, I make the video. Now today's episode is based around, I like to get this is his Twitter handle, @itsbball. That's his Twitter handle. Go give him a follow or something. His tweet went viral, but the tweet that he had was just 3 words. If you think about it, 3 words: PC Ruined COD. Now, I've had multiple rants on this channel, and a lot of the rants stem from not only the game's development and the things that go on in the game, but of course, the PC players. PlayStation users don't deal with this problem as much because you have the option to turn off crossplay and you can only play with PlayStation players. Fellow gamers like myself who invested into the Xbox, the Microsoft company, and you have an Xbox Series S or X, well, you know firsthand that the only time you can turn off crossplay is to play multiplayer. When it comes to Warzone, they force you to enable crossplay to play. So we have to deal with PC players more than any other system there is. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say PC ruined COD, but just the sheer fact that we as controller and console players have to go up against PC players is just unfair. It should be optional for all systems, not optional for PS5 and mandatory for Xbox. It needs to be optional for all Warzone players because it's just not fair. I have a friend that I play with that transitioned from Xbox to PC. He does call outs that I cannot see. Okay, he does call outs I cannot see. He has the field of view option on his Warzone settings. He can see somebody that's to the right of me that's not even on my screen yet. And granted, I did upgrade my console gaming a little bit by playing on a monitor. I play on a monitor for my console, but still, the field of view setting is not there because I'm still on console, so I cannot expand my field of view to be able to see what everybody sees. My friend can see a dude on a mountain to the left. Meanwhile, on my screen, it's the building in front of the mountain. You see what I'm saying? Like, the building's there, but then on his screen, he can see the building and the mountain to the left of it. I can just see the building. That's an advantage. That's an advantage that PC players state or get that console players don't. Another one is a Recoil thing. Is it just me, or does it seem like every time a PC player is promoting a gun or killing you, or you see a replay, or they're YouTubing, or you're watching their Twitch streams, every gun they use is the same exact way? Never jumps. Doesn't make any sense to me. Every gun in the game that I use jumps. Or you have guns like the M13 that may not jump, but it doesn't hurt anybody. It shoots pebbles at people. These people will go out and they'll use the freaking Odin, and that joint won't move. I got a video on my channel that I won with the Odin, but a lot of the times I was shooting in that video, I was mounted. Now, mounted drastically decreases recoil control, but it hinders mobility. PC players, they control recoil, and then they also strafe left to right. And it's just ridiculous. The movement, even the movement is at a disadvantage. I'm talking from general console players, not over the top console players, not the ones who got elite controllers or scuff controllers with paddles on the back and they don't change their jump and shoot button to the back paddles and they be on, those people are in a separate category. I'm speaking for heavy gamers like myself who still keep the original type of gaming concepts. The original controllers, the original, things like that, just the original. My jump, but the only thing that has changed with me is that I use tactical. I use tactical. That's the only thing I use is tactical. My jump button is still I still hold the controller the traditional way. I don't claw the controller. I don't play with the controller upside down like that one guy. I use the regular controller, regular things, jump with A, melee or melee with B, crouch with the right stick. That's it. My sensitivity's on, I guess you can say, regular sensitivity. I bounce it between 5 and 6, and that's pretty much it. Regularity. That's it. PC players on the other hand, have 1,000 sensitivity. They probably jump using a space bar. You can hit the space bar and move much quicker than you can hitting the A button and move. Because, well, you have to move with the right stick to be able to look left and right and jump at the same time. That ain't happening. It just ain't happening. But you to be able to look with the mouse, I don't even know how PC is set up, but I'm assuming you aim with the mouse. I'm assuming you can look left and right with the mouse. You probably click, a right click to aim, left click to shoot, and then you use either the arrows or the ASWD, whatever, and the space bar to jump, and that's how you play. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Just the issue is, it's a disadvantage for us console players. This is probably why console players, or I shouldn't even say that, because there's probably gonna be some people that come in the comment section and be like, I'm a console player and I got 1,000 wins in Warzone, whatever. The majority, I would say the majority of console players probably could win a lot more Warzone games and would possibly enjoy Warzone a bit more if they had the option to cancel PC players. Now, I get it. You want to bring everybody together. You don't want anybody to be left out. I just feel like PC players should play with PC players. Console players should integrate or come together and be able to cross-play with each other because they are both on the same thing. They're both on console. They both are using controllers. Now, you will have that 0.3% of people who will ruin a console by hooking up a mouse and keyboard to it and playing it on that. But the other 97% or 9.7% of people use controllers. Now, if you crossplay between PC and Xbox only, and you left it there, it would be beautiful. The fact that you put PC players in just makes it 10 times harder for console players to even be competitive. And like I said, of course, you have those YouTubers and those streamers who are very, very good on consoling. They can destroy PC players on console and all of that, this, that, and the third or whatever, which is fine. But since this new generation of gaming is catering towards the noobs, and you're kind of leaving out the elites and you're catering towards the noobs, which means the middle of the pack people like myself, we are just a lost cause. Either we get sweaty and go into that upper echelon of gaming and upgrade our controllers or upgrade our systems and go to PC and things like that, or you just don't play, or you just stay in the middle of the pack and just have to deal with, you may win one Warzone game once a week. You may play for 7 days, and out of them 7 days you play, you'll win one time, one day. So all the hours, all the games, all the kills, you'll win one game. Meanwhile, PC players will go out there and they will play 100 games and win 97 games. The win percentages for some PC players are ridiculous. I just read a tweet the other day that a PC player played like 12 games, and out of them 12 games he played on Warzone, he lost 2. It's just like, who are you? Are you human? What type of lobbies are you in? You got to be using one of them guns that's broken. You got to be using a meta weapon. How on earth do you play 12 Warzone games and win 10? That's beyond me. Because Warzone is the most random outcomes you can ever get. You can have a great game. You and your quad can have a great game, or your trio. Y'all both are balanced in kills, 5 kills, 5 kills, 5 kills, 5 kills. You can have one that's cracked in a game and the other ones are kind of just cleaning up the misses. So you'll have like 10, 3, 3, 3, and get to the, 5th, 6th circle and you get wiped and you realize that you're in 5th place. And it's just like, how? Or your teammates will be dead and you'll pick up a king and the whole lobby decides to shoot at you while you're the king. You're driving through the town or through the outskirts and the whole lobby just focuses on you as a king. And then when you guys are about to win, or you guys are making a push to win the game, you'll see 2 kings on the map and nobody's firing at them. They're shooting you. But that's beyond the point. This video is based around PC ruining COD. Did it ruin COD? No. Does it make COD unfair? Yes. How do you fix it? Simple. You just leave PC players on PC. I'm pretty sure PC players enjoy, or they know they're about to average 70 kills if they load into a multiplayer lobby and see nothing but controllers. If they're the only tower they see in there, they know they're going to win. And that's not good for gaming. That's not good for gaming where there's such an advantage to other consoles or other, playing things and then a disadvantage to the other. But I get it. PC players are going to come in here and be like, oh, you get aim assist. We don't. Okay. Does that aim assist get you bodied? Because you don't win 10 out of 12 games with console players with aim assist and complain about the aim assist. I mean, you won 10 out of 12. 10 out of 12 games you won, and you got the nerve to say something about aim assist? Please. But this is why console players go and they get that Cronus, is it Cronus Zen or whatever, they get that. If they can, you know, configure their controller to compete with PC players, then why not? But hey, man, did PC ruin COD? It did not ruin COD. I don't think it ruined COD. Does it make is PC at a huge advantage of COD? Yes. I think PC should just be removed from COD. I just think, and if in the final say, PlayStation and Xbox can cross-play, PC just has to play with PC players. If you want to be on PC, when you upgrade to PC, you are now entering the zone of the sweats, where you have to just go non-stop back and forth with sweats all the time on PC, all the time, because that's what you decided to do. If you wanted to lower your competition and have more skill, come to console, where you'll be playing PS players, PlayStation 5 players, and Xbox players, and you'll be fine. PC, you want to go to the land of the sweats, you want to be a streamer, you want to be a COD athlete, that's the place for you. No recoil, no all strafe jumps, strafe speed, straight shots, strafe everything. No recoil, no nothing. That's the place for you. But that'll wrap up today's video. Hopefully I covered all topics. Hopefully I covered a lot of things to say in here. And until next time, it's Chris Jones signing out.